Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. So this is a little break from our regular One Piece content that I've got going on at the moment because the Stranger Things season 5 teaser just dropped today and I need to talk about it. Come on guys, I need to talk about it. So back the 100 years ago that season 4 came out, I didn't have a YouTube channel, so I haven't actually been able to cover Stranger Things on my channel ever before, but it's literally one of my favorite shows, so I'm so excited to be able to talk about it now. You know, if you guys have seen my Outer Banks videos, it's kind of going to be similar to that when we got the trailer / teaser for Outer Banks season 4 and I did a little bit of a reaction and analysis and theories. Obviously, I know most of my viewers at the moment are here for One Piece and I love you guys so much and I hope that you guys can also enjoy my other content. But even if this isn't for you, that's absolutely fine. I still love all of your support all the time and I will be doing that Get to Know Me video that I was talking about. I have a post currently up on my YouTube, so check the post part of the YouTube channel profile and you can comment on there a couple questions if you have any for my Get to Know Me video. I don't expect anything, it's just if you had some questions because I get so many questions in the comments that I think it'd be good to have a video where I can answer it because I have a lot of repeat questions and I want to make sure that everyone has all the information. Head over to that post and comment something if you have any questions for me because that'll be a really fun video to do. Also, another quick update for my One Piece fans, I will be dropping my reaction to episodes 84, 85 and 86 all together once I reach those episodes. I'm currently on episode 75, so I'm still in the Little Garden arc. I've not reached Drum Island yet, but I'm watching it on Crunchyroll with the sub and I have so many thoughts on how like different it is already, but I'll probably put those in my review at the end of Drum Island when I do like a little joint review of those two arcs. But there's a lot coming up for you guys. This is just a little video for me and any Stranger Things fans that are out there that are watching because I'm so excited for this season. Anyway, enough of me talking, let's get into it. So I'm gonna watch the teaser that dropped earlier today. I did watch it when it first came out. Not claiming this is a first time watch, I did watch it. However, I did not even try pausing it or breaking it down yet. And that is what I will be doing. Okay guys, I have the video queued up. Let's go. I see Steve. Let's go. I just see the bikes in the background of the Netflix logo. Oh my gosh.
Burn commencing in 5, 4, 3. Come on. 2. Been through.
Eddie. Oh gosh, I know that that's going to be such a big theme, especially for Dustin, about Eddie and the whole misunderstanding. I'll try not to pause it too much just because I want to have a theory bit afterwards, but I feel like that's going to be a really big theme for him.
Just think.
Oh my gosh.
Ties us together forever.
Who was that? I couldn't tell who that was. I couldn't tell who that was jumping then. I couldn't tell. Let me go back. Hold on. I'm supposed to do this after I've reacted, but I need to know now.
Forever.
Mike? Is that Mike? I think it's Mike.
This blood leads.
I need November now. I need November now, please. Thank you. That was insane. Okay, I'm gonna watch through, make some notes. We're gonna go through theory-wise and talking about it in order of the teaser. And holy shit, I have so many thoughts. I'm so excited to share with you guys. Let's go. Okay guys, I'm back after a deep teaser trailer analysis. I have some thoughts, some theories, and just some overall discussions. So let's get into it. So first of all, we start off with Steve in the van and he's controlling a radio system, I believe, outside a energy plant place, which they all seem to be at. So my guess from this is that the crew have been the leaders of the fight back against the Upside Down infiltrating Hawkins. They've been leading a kind of resistance thing to kill off the Upside Down from completely taking over our world. So when Mike is counting down to the time till the burn, he's like, burn in 10, 9, blah, 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 blah. This, I think, will be like the start of the series when we catch up with what they've been up to, and they're mass burning parts of the Upside Down that are infiltrating Hawkins. And they communicate their missions through the radio, like with Steve at the beginning and then with Joyce in the bunker. It kind of reminds me a bit of Dumbledore's army in the Deathly Hallows. I don't know if you guys know Harry Potter, but in the Deathly Hallows, Ron, Harry and Hermione were getting updates about Dumbledore's army and the people that were part of like the resistance to Voldemort through like the radio, because it's the only way they could communicate without it being traced. I can't tell if they're all in bunkers at the beginning or nearing the end of the series, as we have scenes of them at school which would suggest that they aren't stuck underground at all. So maybe the bunkers are those people whose families died during the big like incident when like the Upside Down kind of crashed from 4 different directions into Hawkins and stuff. So maybe they're just misplaced children that families got injured or died in that accident. But them being in bunkers suggests to me that everyone's been put underground. I'm not entirely sure though. Don't trust me when it comes to my predictions on timelines, because if you look at my Outer Banks theory videos, I was so wrong on so many things. I was right on some, but so wrong on so many. So more on Eddie. Like I said before, I do think they will play a big part in Dustin's storyline, with him dealing with the hate that Eddie is getting and then feeling a sense of guilt for Eddie never having the chance to prove himself innocent. You know, he was never given that chance, and I think Dustin will maybe feel innocent because he was there when Dustin will feel a bit guilty because he was there when Eddie died, and maybe he could have done something. I don't think he could have. Dustin, we love you, you did everything you could, but maybe that's just what he's thinking. Max is obviously still in a coma, but she's not in the full body cast that we saw her in at the end of season 4. It seems that she's in a coma for a good chunk of the season, as she's still asleep when the Demogorgons are attacking the hospital, which it seems quite eventful. It would kind of suggest it's towards the end of at least the first part of the season. However, this could still be early on, seeing as the Upside Down is bleeding into the real world. So it could be early on, and that these Demogorgon attacks are just a regular occurrence now. So potentially it's still early on. I really don't want Max to be in a coma the whole time because I love her. I think she's such a good character and I really want to see her kind of back with us. But I do think that she'll be coming back in her own way. I think in a whole new way. I think she'll kind of be... This is just a theory and this is a very far-fetched one, but maybe she exists only in the Upside Down right now, and maybe she's developed some sort of power or of a sort, kind of like Elle. She only exists in the Upside Down and she only exists to help Vecna. Maybe they'll come up against her as their enemy. I think that would be really cool. I don't think it will happen, but it's just a little theory they're out there. Caleb McLaughlin, who plays Lucas, it was like just one frame of him with that single tear going down his face. Guys, the acting is gonna slay this season. It always does. Like, truly, they casted such an incredible group of kids. They've now turned into like an even more incredible group of actors. Like, it truly is so good. And I saw that scene and I was like, Caleb, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for your acting this season and everyone else's, because I just know it's gonna be so good. So then we see Dustin, Steve, Nancy and Jonathan in the Upside Down at the lab, and Dustin is a bit beat up. So I don't know why they're in the Upside Down or why they're at the lab specifically. I mean, we always kind of go back to the lab. I think if in the last season we didn't, that would be like a disservice. But Dustin being beat up, not sure how that's happened. Maybe he was defending Eddie. Someone talking about Eddie, maybe he was defending him, got himself in the crossfires. I think it's probably something a bit more serious than that. I'm not entirely sure, but potentially that was a point. Like I say, I do think that it will weigh on him a lot for this season. Core 4, so Mike, I was about to say actor names, hold on. Mike, Will, Caleb and Dustin. I said Caleb, oh my god, guys. Mike, Will, Lucas and Dustin, I think will, like I say, they'll be part of this leadership at the start when they're burning the parts of the Upside Down and they're really leading it because they know it better than anyone. And then they're going to split up at the midway point. Dustin's going to go off with Nancy, Steve and Jonathan. And Lucas is going to stick by Max. I think maybe the attack on the hospital will make him stick with her. Mike is going to go off with Elle to help her in the water stuff. And then Will is dealing with some shit. He's dealing with those feelings coming back. I genuinely do think Will is gonna sacrifice himself, but we'll get more onto that a little bit. But yeah, I think they're gonna split up like around mid-season, but they are going to come together at the end, potentially being the only ones left or something of the sort. Maybe they're the only ones that can fix it. It's similar, I guess I would parallel it to Avengers Infinity War, when Wanda was kind of the only one that could destroy the Mind Stone in Vision's head. Like, they could do it a different way by getting it out, but when it all came down to it, she's the only one that could do it. Potentially the Core 4 are going to be the only ones that can do something. I'm not sure what it would be because they are just regular humans, but it might even be the concept of bringing someone back, maybe even Elle. I would love for it to be Elle because those are kind of the Core 5 really, so I'd love for it to be Elle that they're maybe helping bring back. Maybe it's like more of an emotional tether thing instead of like an action. But I do think that they are going to have a moment where the 4 of them are going to have to do something Dungeons and Dragons style and work together. If that is Mike jumping from the tree, that would mean he also travelled to the Upside Down. The only people we've really seen for sure in the Upside Down at this point, bear in mind the Upside Down is bleeding into the real world, so there are scenes where you can't fully tell if it's the Upside Down or the real world, but the only 4 we'd seen there was Dustin, Steve, Nancy and Jonathan. If Mike's there, would he be there with Elle? I don't know. Maybe it's not him jumping from the tree. That was probably just my guess from pausing it, but I don't know why he'd be there. I also commented that Hopper was in his Alexei era, and you guys might be thinking, Alexei from Stranger Things? No, I'm talking about Alexei from Marvel's Black Widow and Marvel's Thunderbolts. Yeah, I'm talking about, because David Harbour, who plays Hopper, also plays Alexei in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he, with the beard and the everything, I was like, it's giving Alexei, like, okay, crossover, maybe they filmed at the same time, I don't know, but that was cool. And Dustin and Steve, when they're in the car and Dustin had his binoculars and kind of put them down, his bruises are kind of where the binoculars would sit, so potentially they crashed and it went into his face, maybe, I don't know, probably not. When he's looking out and then kind of lowering them, really shocked, I don't know what they could be looking at. Potentially they're looking at Jonathan die, because I do believe that Jonathan is gonna die this season. Don't want him to, but someone's going to. They're not gonna not kill someone. If they've killed someone off in Outer Banks and they've killed someone off in Cobra Kai, they're gonna kill someone off in Stranger Things, as they have done every other season. We'll see. Also, by the way, I don't know for sure about the kill off in Cobra Kai. I just saw rumours about it. I actually haven't finished Cobra Kai. I never finished it. Not because of any reason. I think I just genuinely forgot. And I think I got hooked onto like a K-drama that came out. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe I'll return back to that at some point because I did enjoy it. Maybe I'll go back to that. Honestly, I don't have much to say about Elle, purely because I think that they're keeping her part of the story the most secretive, because all we've seen so far is what we know already, that she'll be the main fighter, she's gonna fight the Upside Down, she's gonna fight Vecna, and she will most likely be a very, very big part of saving the day. She'll carry them through a lot of stuff because she has the powers, you know? That's stuff we already know. So in terms of her story, the more intricate things, I don't know. I don't know, and that's just why I don't have much to say about her, but I love Elle, and her shots seemed really cool, but they just seem like stuff we already know. It seemed like she's passed out at one point next to Hopper while he throws the grenades, and then there is a shot of him shielding her body, I believe, from shrapnel or something, or maybe he's mourning her, maybe she's dead. Don't think they would put that in the teaser trailer though, so I think he's just probably shielding her body while she's passed out. Then Steve was driving, like, it looked like he was driving through the Upside Down, but the car was getting wrecked as he's driving it, so I really hope he's not sacrificing himself. Once again, I don't think they put it in the teaser, but you never know because they've given us no context. So it could be that we just watched him sacrifice himself in the teaser, who knows.
What's up, YouTube? What are you telling me?
It's my brother.
What's this video about?
Stranger Things Season 5 teaser.
Stranger Things Season 5. It's a teaser. It's a trailer.
Oh. Dylan O'Brien!
Yeah, that's it, bro. Cameo over.
Sorry about that, guys. He got home from work and decided it was right to come and bother me. If anyone has younger siblings, you'll understand, especially a younger brother. I feel like younger brothers just do that. Love him so much though. Anyway, yeah, I'm super excited about what the song of the season is going to be. So obviously we kind of had a song of every season so far. Season 1 was Should I Stay or Should I Go? Season 2 was Every Breath You Take. Was that the one that they played at the ball? Or was it the one... Yeah, I remember it was everyone was talking about it's creepy because like, I'll be watching you. It's a great song, by the way, can I say, guys? And season 3, Material Girl, in my opinion. Season 4, obviously, Running Up That Hill. And so I'm super excited what the season 5 song of the season is going to be because it's always a banger. Karen and Holly in the Water is the one that has me the most confused. Like, I have no clue about that, what it means, what it could lead to, all of that. Like, I have no clue. All I'm thinking is that it seems like a similar type of musty ass water that they had Elle in when she was getting her powers. But I don't know why Karen and Holly would be in there. Like, I truly have no idea about their storyline. I don't have any idea about anyone's, but like I can kind of come up with some theories. There's no idea. Clueless. If you're looking for that, go elsewhere because I have no clue. Please, someone tell me. The blood on Nancy's hands. Jonathan's. Guys, I'm telling y'all, it's Jonathan's. Maybe it's Steve's. I think it would potentially make sense for her to be mourning the person she didn't pick. The only way that Steve and Nancy could be together, in my opinion, is if Jonathan dies. I think she'd still mourn Steve just as much if he died. But I don't know for sure. Like, truly, I couldn't tell you on this one. I think it's Jonathan's though. Because I don't think it's Karen or Holly. I don't think it's Mike. I don't know. I don't know. My guess is Jonathan. I don't know for sure. Will could be sacrificing himself this season. I do think that is plausible. I've said this for a long time. I've said this to like all of my friends, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've said it on here before, but Will dying would be the most full circle moment of Stranger Things. Obviously, Will was taken in season 1 and they spent the entirety of season 1 trying to get him back to save him, and that was the purpose of the show at the start. Save Will from the Upside Down. They're obviously not the sole purpose, but like that was a big theme in the whole of season 1. Season 2, Will's struggling with the effects of being in the Upside Down. His mum is still being very protective of him, and they have a big story about the effects of the Upside Down on him and how he had a part of the Upside Down with him, a part of the Mind Flayer. Then all of a sudden, in season 3, Will becomes a side plot. Will becomes they use his character for angst, and that is all. He's still having the chills and the feelings, and that's how they figure out about when Billy's activated, so he still plays a big role in the understanding of what's going on. Without Will, we would not be understanding what was going on in every season. But his character all of a sudden had no main plot for himself. And then season 4, obviously, Will played a massive part in season 4. He came out as gay, which one of my favourite scenes in Stranger Things, honestly, was with him and Jonathan. Like, it truly brings me to tears every single time I rewatch, because they both acted it super well. But he didn't have much to do with what was going on with Vecna. And that was like so confusing. And so I do think that we're maybe going to get an answer to that in season 5. And I think, like I say, it'll be very full circle if he dies, maybe sacrifice himself for everyone else that sacrificed so much for him to get him back. And I think it would be a very dark place to leave the show. And I think that they will be leaving the show in a dark place. Like, this is Stranger Things. This is about other worlds with monsters and scariness, and people die every season in gruesome ways, and I don't think it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows at the end. I'd love for it to be, but I do think it could end on a darker note, and I also would like to see that as well. Obviously, we are all very attached to these characters and to this story. We grew up alongside it. Like, I remember when the show first came out, I was young. Like, I am the same age as I think actually they're all older than me. I'm younger than all of the kids at the start of season 1. So Mike, Dustin, Will, Lucas, Elle, Max. I'm younger than all of them. I grew up alongside this show. Obviously we all have emotional connections to it, but it's a TV show, and I would love to see the writers and directors do with it what they always planned for it to be done with, if that makes any sense. It's a similar thing that I said about Outer Banks and the certain character's death at the end of season 4. I won't say who, just in case. Spoilers. If it was the intention, it's been done for a reason, especially because this is the last season. I really want them to leave it in a place where it's supposed to be left, not in a place where they're sugarcoating it to be left for fans that maybe don't want to see certain characters go. I completely get that, but like, it's the end of the show. We're never going to see the characters again anyway. Let's end it in the way that it was supposed to be ended, and that's what I hope and that's what I believe will be done. And I'm just so excited to see it, like truly. I would love for it to end sunshine and rainbows for most of the characters, but I don't think it's going to end like that for all of them. I think like a few of them will be dead, others will be grieving, others will be mourning. I don't think Vecna will win because Vecna won at the end of season 4. Season 4 was the Infinity War, this is the Endgame. We're going to lose some of our favourites, like how in Endgame we lost Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, Natasha Romanoff. We're going to lose some of our favourites. We're going to lose some of our day ones, but we are going to get to the ending that will save the world. Anyway, that was a lot of a yap, but I do believe that if Will were to sacrifice himself, it would be super full circle, super impactful to every single character, and just like, whoa, as a viewer, like this is the character that we all set out to save in the beginning, and this is the character that dies in the end. The frame of Steve comforting Dustin, I think, is after someone's death. Don't know whose. Jonathan's or Will's, in my opinion, but I'm not entirely sure whose. But I think that is him comforting after someone's death. Either one that they saw, or one that they heard through the radio. Not sure. Will was literally in Vecna's claws, guys. He was in Vecna's claws. There is no way... Maybe, no, because they wouldn't have put that in the teaser if he was dying. But like, I truly do think... I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. Then Lucas is watching someone die, it looks like, or watching something crazy happen. And Joyce is then sitting and leaning over someone on the ground that seems to be struggling. Obviously, I don't know who. I couldn't tell from their trousers, but like, that's happening. I think maybe she's looking at the same thing that Lucas was looking at, potentially, but the lighting does look quite different, so probably not. I noticed that Vecna looks a little different. Obviously, we did kind of beat the shit out of him last time, but he still won. He looks a little different. Like, he's looking at, like, the zombies in The Last of Us. If you guys have seen The Last of Us, they have, like, the vines kind of coming out of them. Like, that's kind of what he looks like. And, yeah, that's kind of all I had to say. Let me know your guys' theories and thoughts on this teaser. I thought it was amazing. It's making me so much more excited for season 5. November can't come quick enough. Like, I cannot wait for this, to watch this. Like, I'm mad that it's in 3 parts, purely because we'll have to wait, but at least the 3 parts are close to each other. We've got November 26th, I think, and then like less than a month later, part 2 on Christmas Day, and then a couple days later, the final part on New Year's Eve. I hope you guys enjoyed this little analysis and theories. Please put yours in the comments because I would love to see them, and I will see you guys very soon with a little get to know me video, because the channel has been growing so much and I'm so happy. Everyone's so supportive, so kind. And once again, just want to express my gratitude to everyone for subscribing. And if you're new here, hi, join the community, come and subscribe. It's always a good vibe here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Love ya.
Love you. Bye.
Love ya.